scrimming, probably pracking. But again, not official game, so this is going to be a huge proving point for these guys.
All right, here we go. We're getting underway. It's going to be your Sentinels on defense. I saw Shazam was on breach. We'll see what everyone else is running on the attack. It's going to be Gen.G Dapper and Zones combined for the first kills. A getting shut down is already 3 down for Gen.G. Let's go ahead and swap that scoreboard at the top, as this is going to be pretty darn tough. The Sentinels holding it down on defense. Just 1 Sage to kill. Excuse me, just player 1.
Yeah. That's it, just this poor old lonely Brim having to wander. Nice shots. Gotta get a couple more of those. They're so willing to fake, hyper aggressive, and they don't do that, but they are, well, the Sinatra landing the final one there on player 1. Very aggressive. Okay, Sinatra. Alright, I know you're happy to be away from the old Blizzard game. You can get a little BM, I like that. Yeah, I mean, this is just, I'm just gonna take in the first couple of rounds if I'm completely honest with you. Gonna be super aggressive. Let's have a look at the compositions. Not an Omen in sight. Okay.
No
Sages
Phoenix
on both
on
sides.
Sinatra. Running the
it's very mirrored. Very mirrored.
I'm really liking this. I think player 1 is one of the better Brims in the game. Keep your eyes on him, especially if you're a Brim player trying to learn perfect smokes. On the other side, Zoms has played a number of heroes. I really like to see him on Brim. Brim in the garage. Could find some early action, of course. You got Sinatra just spamming with that Ares. He's going to break the wall and allow them to finish any kills. And already you can see damage was done as Nguyen has to use his heal. That'll be about 35 seconds too. He's got another one now.
Okay, Sinatra. I actually love the fact that Sinatra's probably not afraid to try out new things that don't seem like Counter-Strike-esque. However, Shazam. Oh, Shazam. Okay. Big boy shots. You love to see it. That's confidence right there. That's confidence. You want to shake that off early. You want to get those nerves out. Just feel out the game. Start feeling it. That's exactly what you want to be seeing. So nice from Shazam to be landing those. Gets him right up on that operator nice and quick. Exactly what you want to be seeing.
GMD running the Sova today, and I just looked at the stats. Michael, who's on the Cypher right now, actually dropped most kills. When they played against Echo 8 in the first round, Gen.G was 13-5. Start of this one down 0-2, but now they finally got some guns. And you look at the guns remaining from round 2, Ares on the board here for Sinatra, 2 Spectres. Weapon advantage is actually in favor of the attackers, as normally is on round 3.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Sinatra can do when he gets those kind of unique guns that we don't see used too often. Obviously very situationally brilliant towards window room, towards those double doors. It works really, really well. So, and again, that's what I mean, like, I don't think he's going to be opposed to playing against, like, slightly more traditional style things. He's happy to test out the vibe, you know, the vibe check. Looking at the attacking squad, let's see what they go. They're kind of feeling out towards A-Long. We don't have much attention there, actually, from the defensive side. Kind of leaving it open. This is an interesting read.
And here we go. First action could be underway. As you see, all the attackers are now making their way in. Shazam waiting for him. And he's ready to rip it. Has invested 4,500 credits into this weapon. And he's one of the best with it. Shazam finding 4. And there's the first. Nguyen is going to get dropped. Down goes player 1, but Brim removed. At this point, you keep committing down C. They're stuck in the cubby, and GMD is going to open things up a little bit. The Cypher trying to sneak in as Michael is flanking. That's actually going to cause a little bit of damage, and unfortunately, Sick with a quick beat is going to shut it down. Still trapped down long C, now breaking onto the site. The Spectre starting to move in, but it's the AR from Sick getting the job done as defense holds strong. 3-0 for the Sentinels, and it is all set up by Shazam's op to start things off.
Beautiful impact with it. You can see them, you know, Sinatra popping over the AWP for him, so he's going to be back up on that one. Really well handled. Those first 2 picks were really nice. Again, you know, the jiggle peek, it can work, but someone as quick as Shazam, they're going to land it. I mean, Shazam definitely was one of the proponents for that, you know, the jet pick with the operator. He played that out a fair bit, but this is good. This is really good. This is signs of life. This is, okay, they're living up to the reputation a little bit. And Sinatra, if he's in towards double doors, why not? You can spam it, and it becomes really, really hard to take. You can get rid of the armor really, really quick. So again, this is what I mean with Sinatra. He'll play, like, not necessarily to the meta-style things. Now, whether or not that works, we have to see in these level of games. I haven't got to cast much of him, so I'm still waiting to see how that one plays out. For now, we do see a little bit of a standard A sweep. We've got a little bit of the work with the Owl drone coming through, and they're going to play off the back of it. 2 players here, though, this time. So a 2-1-2 on the defensive side.
All right, Dapper. Let's see what you can do. Of course, limited body armor, if at all, for the attackers. They're going to get torn through by Dapper in the back. Full blind, he gets the first one. Michael was there to trade it out with a nice ghost headshot. But here comes the recon arrow, and the Odin is up top. He can just spray for days through the wall.
Ooh, so far so good. There we go. Got a little risky at the end there, but they're fine. They keep that operator up. They keep what? How many players alive? Is it just two? Just two. I thought they might have been a third.
Lost the third at the end.
It's not the end of the world. You can spread the wealth again for Zoms. You want to just keep that economy not getting capped out towards the top end. Again, this is just most people know what's up with the economy, and trying to avoid capping out, because obviously you don't get additional money, so you might as well try and spread your wealth and ensure the rest of your team can build up their money, and you can continue rebuilding yours up. So Zom's almost capping out. Nicely done for him, playing very a safe pair of hands. And again, this is now time for Gen.G to find an answer. 5-0 is a bit too condemning. You wanna get one back pretty soon. So the economy was a little bit wrecked, but now they should be back on a decent buy, I feel. But Zom's already going to switch things up. Go walkabouts, get a little bit of that mid-control, get a little bit of pressure building. Zom's though gets spotted, can't keep doing that. Gonna have to use some of the utility to maybe get back to safety if he wants to.
And here we go. Defense reworking. I love how they've set up their Cypher. One man is holding down C and Garage. And GMD is going to send the drone in and see nothing. Dapper gets the information, and he spots at least the first. They're rotating back is Sinatra. He'll be the first one in position. Wisely not challenging. They're just going to try and get some utility out of the attackers and slow things down once again. Zoms has the ultimate, so he doesn't have to take these fights at all on B.
Very patient executes here from the attacking side. They're not rushing things. 3-2 split towards C for now. We haven't seen this full hit, because last time it kind of got dismantled by Shazam with that operator. This time not the case. Sinatra's there, and he's doing just as well as he needs to. 2 big kills, and he's perfectly safe. He's kept this one under control. And look at this. Perfect shutdown. The utility usage, everything was absolutely on point. No chance for an execution. I've got to say, the Sentinels look super well-rounded here. This is, if you were a Sentinels fan, if you're an Overwatch fan, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And you're waiting to see them look good. This is them looking good. This is clean. This is well controlled. This is nicely played. Good team synergy. Good crossfires. Good trading. So far, so good. It's ticking the box.
You look across, Sinatra's 1 kill away from getting his ultimate. On the other side, these deaths are starting to at least add to ultimate abilities. Player 1 is going to have this Brim ult. We can get a Cypher knowledge bomb if he's able to get an early pick, as I like to call it. Effie's on the Brim, GMD and Nguyen, all with just 1 kill or less to start things off. They are struggling on these attacks going up against ARs. And again, it's another round where you're basically working naked. You got nothing. No body armor. A single bullet is going to slow you down and likely be your demise. And this Cypher, he's been everywhere. Last round, sitting on C. Had all of his tripwires over in Garage. This round, back over at the A side.
Yeah, I want to see an answer from Gen.G, and also, hey Hiko, I appreciate the very, very mediocre memes in chat. It makes me deeply happy. That doesn't make me happy at all. The big spray and the big miss make me very unhappy. Target-rich environment, and of course, if you combine a Sova with the ability to spot people out through potentially walls, and you have an Odin, it can be nice. However, so far, it's not worked, and it's actually cost them pretty much everything here. This has been a bit of a problem. Obviously, not just the Odin, but I mean the round. It's not looking good, is it? This could be the fight back in, potentially, for Gen.G. I wanted to see more from them. Just a kind of good sight hit working out. Perfectly fine. I'll take that.
Honestly, I think you just got to cut down the Sage, get the op out of Nguyen's hands. He is so good with it. We saw it in the first Invitational. If he gets rolling, they can power through, and what an eco round that was. GMD is going to finish it off. Gen.G is on the board. They are no longer broke. They got some weapons to play with, and now you got the sniper to start things off. Where's Shazam going to start playing? He was running B earlier, switched it up to C last round. Or, sorry, he was back on A last round. Where is he going to position this time? Might go for an aggressive peek through the double doors.
Okay, a little bit of, switch up. I like that. A little bit too different. Not too different, but excuse me, words are hard. Not too different, but a little bit of variation always good. Again, bit of a default start. This is what you'd expect to see from the attacking side. Nothing too heavy leaning. I quite like that, but that's Ooh, a shot that I thought Shazam might be banging, but no. Gonna back away from this, gotta be careful towards C now. They're gonna expect it, they're gonna know it. They're gonna see them cross towards C, and it looks like they're gonna continue on this one. Gen.G gonna use those ultimates, get the hell in there, and why not?
Sentinels still have no idea. Now the rotation is coming off of A. The wall now broken through as they enter the site. It's Michael with the cover of Nguyen who takes down Shazam off out of the action. They've taken over the C site. Solo watching the flank, but Dapper is better. Ultimate is going to show everybody, and now we get to watch the Sentinels on a retake. How do they do it in the 3-on-4?
Gonna wait for the spike to be planted, probably. It looks like, you know, the patience is being tested for sure. Should be down in a second. It is time to start working. For now, no one's actually pushed back towards C long. I don't think the spike's particularly planted for either, and that's a really nice swing from player one. Taking the straight fight towards Sinatra. Pretty risky, but pretty good. And that operator, you said it before, you've got to take it out of their hands. That thing's starting to come alive now.
That's 6 through the last 2 rounds, and, you know, when we were casting TSM, I said, look out for Wardell. I feel like Nguyen is that same guy. He is the one who can just be the impact player that makes you afraid to challenge when you have confidence rolling your way. And we'll see if Sentinels switch up their gameplay at all. Will they change their style? I love the aggression from Sinatra throughout any game he plays. He showed you it in the early rounds, a lot of aggression with the Ares. Where is he going to go this time? You see a 4-man stack with just the Cypher on A. What's the plan here? Will we see an aggressive Sentinels defense?
Okay, I like aggression on the defending side. Always part of what I say in games that I enjoy seeing. You could probably just prop Sick up here and kind of rotate players away, kind of support towards, you know, window, B, reinforce over towards A. Obviously, use your early warning system, right? He kind of sets off the alarm bells if they start leaning that way again. You know, of course, you get overrun, but the time he buys is good. Bangs up the wall. Nice. And that's it. Information gathered. Can peel off this one, but it's cost them a bit of information. And now, when they do go for that eventual site hit, they've got to work a little bit harder, and they have less utility to do it with.
Cage triggered.
Amongst the pro players, orbs, way more impactful than your matchmaking games. That's what they're all fighting for at the first 45 seconds of the round. And now with everyone stacked up middle, we'll see where they decide to go. Those Cypher tripwires mean that no flank will come through without them knowing. So everyone can just put their focus forward. And here we go. Michael leading the charge last round is going to try and do the same thing. Zombs is on the back of the site, but does he know that one is right up close to him? Shazam gets the first pick, protecting, but GMD is here. And we're going to go back and forth, Warren. It's on the B site. Spike has been planted. You got 2 players in window trying to protect it.
Go look at that post-plant utility as well. Still got a fair amount to run through for the team that just got that spike down. Got to be careful to be able to buy themselves time to use it. Don't get wall banged out too much. And oh, Sinatra's found one. This gets a little risky. There comes the molly. Here we go. Here comes the time. It's all about buying time here, Puckett.
And the Rolling Thunder is what's going to clutch this round. That breach has the ultimate available. If you're defusing, it throws you off. Might not even need it, though, as player one keeps finding the headshots. And the breach is just going to force Sick back another round in a row. It all started with an eco. The classic pistol rush on A. A small mistake from the Cypher costing them big, as they have now turned it into 3 back-to-back wins. And just like that, Gen.G is back in this game.
Certainly are. Player one then, huge player. I could watch that all day long. Nice molly on towards, you know, on the spike side itself. Gonna at least buy some time to stop that defuse, potentially even coming in. Switches focus to the players potentially pushing. That's the power of, you know, a really strong individual player with a really nice mindset towards it. It's also broken the economy of the other side. So the Sentinels were having a nice run of it, had those operators in play, the Odins, whatever they wanted, they could invest in it. Now, not the case. Now they've got to be a little bit more humble on that economy and take their time, sit back. Maybe they could do something unique with this, but maybe not the time. Maybe not feeling they need to. They can just kind of play this one out as expected. And I want to see a clean approach from Gen.G. That's what you want to look at. If you're looking at an offensive side against, you know, an ecoed up team, you know, someone who's had to sit back on their economy, the name of the game, keep it clean. The more players alive, you know, obviously you're denying the other team money, financial funds. You want to make sure you get that spike planted. All of these are on the checklist. So yeah, the round should go their way, but you want to see if they keep it well handled and well maintained. They've given away the game here, Puckett, and they're coming up against a 3-play stack on the defensive side.
Defense is ready, but they are undergunned. This is just a stinger for Dapper, but he's going to put it to use. 20 bullets and 2 kills. The classic, just a 1 punch to the belly of Nguyen. And we're going to see now 3 up. Lauren, I hope your gameplay didn't stop. Mine did. Take it away.
Oh, it did. I'm frozen here. There we go. We're back in. We're back in. I don't know what's gone on. I don't know what's gone wrong, but that round is looking tragic. Oh, dearie me. This is all going so well. Oh, Dapper, that was, chef kiss. Chef kiss to that.
I think we're going to have fun watching this series. Pretty even matchup so far. Some clutch plays on both sides. Dapper, the first player on Sentinels to break double digits. Player 1 has done that for Gen.G. You're looking at the economy. This is going to be a tough one for Gen.G if they don't win it. Nguyen with the op still has his weapon of choice, and I'd love to see where's the Sage going to start things off. Early A peek, it looks like. There's really no pressure at long A. I like that Sentinels are just giving that up and then retaking on site.
It's interesting how kind of retake heavy or how the Sentinels are playing this defensive side. They're not actively playing B either, really. Look at how they're approaching this. It's like a double stack towards window, 2 on C, and then a very passive Dapper towards A. So it is very geared towards retakes. I mean, if it's how you feel you want to play, that's completely fair. Now, already going to give away the game that this is the site hit. Here comes all that utility pouring it down. Going to try and get themselves in cleanly and not lose too much time on this, but you can see Dapper not going to make it easy, but the smoke's there, going to completely cut off his view. Bit of information found, but by this point the spike is down. Dapper does find 1, and the retake is on.
I feel for Michael. He got hit with that breach ultimate, slowed down his push onto the site. Quick res comes through though, so it's 5 on 5 once again. Shazam gonna pop his ult for the Sentinel side of things. Everyone is stunned and the kills are starting to fall back left and right. Sinatra's gonna find second or third one, and the man is still standing. It's just the Sova to beat. And what a performance by young Sinatra, but GMD not out of this one yet. He's getting sneaky, has an opportunity, and he almost had it. Sinatra pops off the bomb, picks up his 4th headshot of the round, and it is Sentinels going up 7-3 after 10 rounds.
Just want to say shout out to Shanks in chat saying Sinatra getting carried. Just want to shout you out that round that just happened.
Well done, buddy.
Good hot take, bud. Oh man, I love this game.
He's not from CS, he must suck.
Oh,
sorry.
Goddamn.
Sorry.
7-3. Gen.G, like, there's signs of life. There's a 3-round run. Oh my god. But the issue becomes is how do you string that into more elements going on. Yes, one of the rounds was an individual big hiccup of performance. One of the rounds you could argue was a mistake from Dapper when he kind of missed the shots when they did cross towards A. So overall those individual rounds are good, but these are better. These consistent rounds, these aggressive rounds. What is Dapper doing? He's just feeling confident now. He's got it in their face. He just pushed up mid. And I thought he had that fight too.
I love that he's able to get the ult off, gets all the info. Lets the rest of the team realign. However, you look at the defense, 3 down already, no reses on the table. So it's going to be 2 on 3. Shazam still with this op to work with. And of course, he's got his Brim Zoms still on B side to support.
Problem is for the attacking side, they've got to kind of work back so much now. They're going to make a quick play towards A. Just 1, this is a really good spot. 2, they got a little bit of information to make a run for it. And now they have to back away again. This is such a weird round. Look at them kind of playing cat and mouse around this. As soon as they get there, get a bit of contact, all right, peel away. Head back towards maybe C, maybe go through window room, do whatever they want. This is interesting.
Shazam's clearing pretty quickly, but I don't think he'll be fast enough to have the op up for this next fight. And he is just going to listen for it, wait for his teammate. And at least they get the wall out of the Sage.
Alright, retake time. Who is it? Shazam? Looks like he's going to go in first. No one actively peeking, sitting in these deeper crossfires. Nice off angle from F. He's really deep on the corner. Make him have to fully commit before he gets the shot. He can sit there, and now this opens up the opportunity for the other 2 players who should keep 1 by 1. That was a little risky, but it works out well for them in the end. Gen.G, 4 rounds. It's a little slim, but it's not the worst in the world. 5, and I'm happy.
Looking at the cash, what can we buy to support the 2 Vandals? Looks like we're going to see full buy coming in across the board. Effie's going with maybe a Bulldog or half armor. What's the choice? All right, Bulldog it is. Attackers trying to finish this one strong. If they can get a 5th one on the board, they will salvage a terrible 6-0 start. And Gen.G so far seems to be having best luck over at the C site. A has been rough for them. Yeah, there's just too much Cypher equipment this time around. Cameras are placed at B, and again, you're going to see 3 leaning towards the C side on the defense.
Follow the owl drone up. A little bit of info. Can't really do much with it though. They didn't get up close enough potentially for long to swing in towards that player in connector, but the player who's in towards door could. Now a 1-for-1 trade. Sinatra still with that damn gun. Is doing damage. That's gonna make the match just for itself. I mean, I'm tilted watching it, but if it works, it works. Spike should be planted pretty soon. After plants, they're gonna be for long, so they're planting to allow these 2 players to have a really good bit of playback in.
Effie's trying to back down C safely, barely dodges into the cubby in time. Dapper has no idea where the others are. Checking every corner on site. Now they know site's clear. We can get this at least a halfway before they have to peek. The Molly comes in. So momentarily has to leave the site, but this is going to be so tough. Effie's in the corner, popping the ult, but it's just going to miss Dapper, and the defuse comes in as Dapper cleans up the final kill. Couldn't turn just quick enough. Nguyen nearly clutches. Instead, it's Sentinels 8-4. What is that? Is that good? Should you do that?
I like that. Yeah,
that's a little communication. It's a non-verbal communication strategy. All right, chat, let us know. How does this game end right now? It's halftime. We switched it up. Your Sentinels, very strong defensive start. Can they make it another pistol round opening? Gen.G on the defense, going to put Nguyen over at C site. Looks like Effie's is going to be playing inside the garage with Cypher, setting up some early action at A. The question is, will he stay at the A site or rotate over?
I'm just going to see how this plays out. I want to see what their attack looks like. I think that's always very telling of a team. Very aggressive so far. Swing on the flash. Gonna go out. I think you get the orb this time. And they'll be fine to kind of slow play. They're playing full contact towards C. Look at this. Just gonna burst on contact, which is now all goes up towards connector, and they're in the site.
Really nice flash. Slows down Sick, but he still gets Nguyen. Effie's is gonna trade it out before Shazam finds the headshot. So far, Sentinels with control. And this spike will go down shortly. In the meantime, they're looking for the kills, making sure they have this site secure. Plant goes down. Sinatra peeking off the smoke, spamming a little bit. And they didn't plant for long, so let's see how they play this.
Yeah, got to kind of stay stuck on the site itself, which can be tricky, of course, but for now they've got a decent idea of where these players remain. It's going to be tough to play this back in. That's Sova playing through that connector. There's so many angles to worry about, and now you've got a little owl drone coming in as well. Just going to keep that information building. Both players spotted. You've got to get out of that. Uh-oh, Shazam now finds player 1. They've got to be ready to go. This gets tricky. This gets a little tougher than expected, but 18 HP. Thankfully, that's all they got left. Shazam, safe pair of hands. At the back of the box. Gets the job done.
Shazam's just so good. Ghost, Pop, love watching it. He is clean. I can't tell you how many top 5 clips I've seen where he just gets a whole team with a single Ghost clip. And also, shout out to Sick. I mean, I remember watching when he was a fragger for TSM. Playing Sage now, normally a more passive character. He has been running onto these sites, leading the charge for the squad.
This was really nice. I actually really like that contact play again. For those who maybe don't know too much of the terminology, it's generally you just kind of straight up walk up a site. Most people obviously aren't open peeking these, but you can see the defensive side going aggressive. The push up on C long, kind of doing it back to him. And it's essentially to avoid giving away where you are by putting down your utility early to allow those kind of heavier rotations towards a site, so you can try and get a bit of a jump on them. You get that maybe 2nd or 2 advantage, which obviously can make a big difference here. They've got a clean take towards B. No one there to stop them. Obviously, this pistol round for the defensive side, they were just going to try and gamble stack, which is completely fair, completely viable. You're not going to win straight one-to-one fights with classics up against ARs and armor, so you got to try and make it count somewhere.
No action yet, as everyone is still posturing. But I like this decision. Don't just run onto the B-bomb site. Let's clear mid and work our way. Dapper holding the back spawn. Sinatra with the Ares continues to annoy. And we find a third going down. One by one, they're getting picked off. Now the Sova is revealed. GMD executed, and Shazam is going to find player one. 10-4. After an 8-4 start, the pistol round gives you the freebie in the second. And now the Sentinels. Will they buy up, or are they going to stay on this Ares? It looks like keeping the Ares and the Bulldog. Feeling confident today.
Right there.
Look, the man seems to like the gun. I'm not going to tell him not to run it. We do see that full purchase, so this should be the... You're right. I mean, this should be the buyback. This should be the fight back for Gen.G. They have that really nice purchase. It is a glass cannon. Again, I don't know if I have to... Do I have to explain this to you guys in chat? I think you're good. The point is, it has no armor, so it's a glass cannon. You get it? I think they're smart enough. I'm babysitting people, and I don't need to, especially with shots like that. Unfortunate for Zoms, but it is... it is what it is. You gotta just roll with the punches at that point. And now at least they know the purchase they're coming up against if they didn't already guess it, but the hit's been kind of spotted. Kind of maybe curious as to why there was one over by C long if the hit was going to be towards A, but for now, let's see how they respond to this. It looks like the attacking side's trying to bait some noise there, but no one's really falling for it.
Just taking a look at what the plan is here for Sentinels, as the peak is going to be coming in from Sick. Gets the info that we're not feeling safe here at A. Spike drop down so he can rotate it out safely. Sick is going to get aggressive here, and I like it. Meanwhile, Cypher trying to move up through garage. They are slowly clearing the B bomb site. Wouldn't be surprised to see a rotation going down as Sick is going to be spotted. How many players are going to be held here at A?
Shazam gonna find one. There's the trade back though. Player one needs to go big here. You got to see this player get into these rounds. They're so integral. Spike gonna be heading towards B, and they do have B control. Maybe not as much as they previously did. Already Dapper going down means it's just going to be two of them, now just one of them. Sinatra, risky round, and it's not gone well. This was the one that they had to win for Gen.G. This is a big gateway back into the game, and they got it.
Big round for Gen.G. Sentinel's not too upset with that round loss. You only picked up one kill, but you have money. If you lose back-to-back rounds, that's when you start to get a little bit worried. But here we go. Everyone should be at full strength. Taking a look at Shazam, actually, he cannot buy the op and full armor. Will he go with the sniper rifle and a half? Yes, he will. Ops on both sides. Love watching it every single time. Snipers, they're flashy. They're loud. These guys, very consistent with it. Win, of course, for Gen.G. Shazam on Sentinels. And it's Sentinels on the attack, looking for the first pick. I need this blade, by the way. I bought the battle axe, and now I'm having a little buyer's remorse that I didn't just get both, actually.
I mean, I don't buy skins. At least, I don't know. It's no.
Slow. It's slow. You've held out for a decade, Lauren, but we're gonna get you on the ride. First, you need some prisms. All right, let's see it.
I don't know if it's happening. We'll see. Again, this is that early kind of like trying to draw utility out of each other. So the attacking side is going to try and draw it away. But look at this mid aggression from this defensive side. Is that Breach pushed up? I think it is. Yeah, Breach pushed up. They're going to let a couple of players walk by, and now here's the time to strike. Perfect timing to switch it up. Go for a little aggressive play. Not seen that look before, so it's caught him off guard perfectly.
Effie's so sneaky, gets behind the box, gets the first two. The third before going down is a fantastic start here for the defense. And once again, it's Shazam left alive, but Op not best weaponry. Dapper did open things up a little bit with the kill on player one. And they will invest the ultimate. I don't know if that was meant to be followed up. Didn't look like either players had any interest, but it's going to force back both the Sova and the Sage. A lot of pressure on Michael, and he holds strong with the first kill on Dapper. Shazam in a world of trouble, stuck between three players.
Yeah, three players, which pick your poison, right? It's just which way do you want to try and take that through. Gen.G coming alive since that operator's been added into play, really. These rounds have been pretty decisive. I wouldn't say it's the only element, of course. They have the full purchase, full utility, but they've been playing it really well. This round, I want them to kind of work out what they want to do in the next. So, again, We do see a weird buy. Oh, Sinatra on the full buy here. I was kind of expecting a little bit of a lesser purchase, if I'm honest. Let's see if you get the boost in 1. Do you get the boost in 1?
Nope.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
two?
he's going to sell.
In 3. Ta-da. You like to see it. Yeah, okay, good choice. Buying to around the same amount of money is pretty better to keep your economy on an even basis. I want them to try and work out what they want to do in the future from this round. Of course, they've invested slightly, so we've got to take it a little bit more serious, but they've got to work out a way they want to approach this to make a difference. Sinatra with the lineup.
Show it. What do you got for us, Sinatra?
Let's see.
Revealing area.
Little jump shot. Quick one to the back left corner. And that is going to reveal both the Brim and the Cypher. Great execute here with the Stingers. Azam's going to find Michael to open things up. And now the good guns are in hand. Phantom for Sinatra. They got eyes on CT. Brim forced back for time being. And I'd love to see what the Cypher has down long A. But I think they're set up to take this round, Warren, unless we see a nice push coming in behind the breach.
Let's see. They're kind of tucked in on this one. This retake could have some go to it, but look at this utility left. There's so much to get past. A decent trade on 1, but Dapper on the swing makes it tricky, and Dapper with the 3rd makes it impossible. Sentinels starting to really kick in here. Gen.G, the answers aren't coming quick enough. They're getting close, but you know it's got to be a little bit more. Again, when you're building back like that, if you're on the comeback, keep in mind it's MR12. So match round 12 is brutal in this. In Counter-Strike, in MR15, you get a little bit more playtime. You get a little bit more room to make these comebacks. You get a little bit more room to not be, instantly financially screwed over and then impossible to play out that final round. So this round is going to be pretty integral, if I'm honest. If the economy gets kind of trashed again, we have a comeback. If it doesn't, well, we're going to have to wait and see. Nice bit of early utility usage between the two teams, trying to vie for a little bit of that mid-pressure. And for now, kind of equally walking away, but both having to use some of that utility kit here.
Dapper's already over 20 kills, top fragger in the lobby, and he is going to be leading the charge, trying to draw players out, but Michael gets the double headshot tap on Sinatra and Dapper. So Cypher v Cypher, the war is won for the Gen.G defender. And now we'll see, with just 3 players left, will they sneak in and go for the resurrect? There's no competition for it, so I do expect Sentinels to reinforce. But they don't want to give away their position yet.
Yeah. Not yet, but a bit of work coming in already, trying to clear these corners for free using the ultimates, using the utility kit, trying to get themselves in here, but you can instantly see the defensive side just rebolstering. They can just walk right back into it. Not following off the back of that utility is going to make it trickier, a little bit harder, and now they're going in almost dry, and that's never good. Player 1 going to find Zoms, and Shazam trades back in, but it's late in the day now. They're able to get these rotations in. Player 1 again, almost felt another might come through for him, and now it's just sick. Does have the res, but is it worth it in a 1v3, maybe a 2v3?
Let's go sick. This player's tagged up. It's only going to take 2 bullets, and that's good for 1. Michael down. Spike still in hand.
Time.
Sova now walled off. And the Sage, either got to be CT or Heaven, and well, Nguyen just too good with the op is going to find it, bring his teammate back for the $2,900 weapon. And that was an interesting choice. Sentinels could have pulled out all their ultimates. They had the Brim ult, the Sova ult, and of course, the Sage could have gone for the revive there. Instead, they're saving it for the later rounds, respecting their opponent and playing this one safe for the distance. Looking at cash, though, and I really question, is it worth it? Is it worth holding?
Yeah. I don't know. This is the thing, right? It's super invested. This round, again, the weight of these rounds, because as soon as that money breaks, you've got to worry that the Sentinels could maybe tip the scales a little there, right? They could just kind of pull it through on the fact the other team simply can't put up a fair fight. But for now, we look at what they do here. Now, I like the defensive team setting a little bit of a standard. They like to be, that double stack on short. It makes you kind of wary of it on the attacking side. They've got to use utility to clear it for free. It's really, really nice. It's, again, this is something to explain later, but the fear of a position will still make them have to clear it, no matter if you're there or not. So for now, you can see, look at Sick. They're having to send in the player who's on the pistol, maybe try and clear out these corners, buy them time, allow time for rotations to come in from someone like Sage, who's in CT right now. They've got a really good feel for this. Look at the big flank, though. The big flank is what's on the back of my mind. We'll see if that comes through, because here comes the sight.
3 on site, trying to buy time for the flank, as you mentioned. But Sig is going to break out as Zoms gets the first. It is a quick round for the Sentinel. Shazam with the off puts it to use for 2. All right, so Sentinels, 2 players on pistols or less, and they still walk away with the round win. Cost him a Brim ult, but that was about it.
And so let me just take a second to enjoy the fact that chat is so kind in their teaching ways that, you know, people like questioned the res for the economy. They didn't understand it was for the economy bonus. Chat's just like silver chat, plastic chat, bot chat. I love it. They attack themselves. It's wild. It's wild. But still with this movement from Sinatra, and that's just bounding forward, taking a bit of play towards window, insta aggression. And again, this crazy, no one holds B actively in these games, it feels like. I haven't seen this played out in a while, this map. Honestly, it wasn't that much in the games I casted. So it's kind of cool seeing like a little bit of a, okay, let's just play retake on it. We don't have to worry about it actively. Let's sit it back a bit. This is a cool change up.
It's very different from the EU matches we were casting just a week ago. So NA playing it a little bit different. Some A and C leans on defense. With the B retake seems to be the plan. Last time they had a Cypher camera when they gave up B completely. This time the Cypher is definitely over at the A site. Doesn't see anything, but Nguyen with the Marshall is going to open up the headshot. Now with the repeat has a free kill. Instead, it's sick bait net with Zomes finding another. Defense in tatters. The Sova is weak, just 3 left. And here come the Sentinels all against a half-health Sova.
And the Sentinels needed this. They really, really did. I mean, their reputation's been questioned. Their performance has been questioned. They needed a good result, and this is one of them. This is a good opponent to get it against. This definitely sends a message, and it's the message they definitely wanted to send as of late. Now again, this could be the round. 1-for-1 trade, not good enough when you have a good couple more players up against you, but player 1 does the best he can, but it's not good enough. Shazam gonna close out map 1. Sentinels, as said, reputation was definitely getting to be on the line a little there, but pick up that first map looks really good. It's a good look for them.
I want to give a shout out to all of my Wood chat fam in the chat hanging out with us here on twitch.tv. We're over 22,000 viewers. And speaking of 22, that's exactly the number Dapper put up. 22 and 13 from your Cypher as he was getting the job done. A lot of pressure when he was playing defense on A, turned him into kills. And on the attack, I love